Welcome to US Tzu Chi 360. I'm your host, Didbar Shatterson. If you heard about a place where walking out alone in broad daylight was dangerous, sleeping in a bed was a luxury, and eating a quality meal was a privilege, would you believe that this neighborhood belonged to the city with the number 2 spot for quality of life across North and South America? According to the Global Cities Initiative, San Francisco earned this honor in 2010, and while the rest of the city is considered a flourishing cultural and business capital, it also encompasses one of the country's most notorious regions, Hunters Point, and the existence of numerous and extensive studies on the area drives that home. In fact, in an analysis by MIT's Sarah Nafisi entitled The People or the Place, Revitalization Gentrification in San Francisco's Bayview Hunters Point, she cites that the percentage of families with children in poverty are 12% for San Francisco at large, but that jumps up to 27% in Bayview Hunters Point. This means that almost 1 out of 3 school children in the area come from families living below the poverty line. So as we've shown you in previous episodes, Tzu Chi volunteer and Happy Campus founder Roxanne Buckwitz saw this as an opportunity in 2004 to begin working with local schools to provide supplementary aid to their students. Now, over the next 2 weeks, we'll see how Roxanne and her team's outreach evolved as they take a deeper approach and begin to connect with students' families. Let's go take a look now as they bring us back to Hunters Point.
Yeah, people think of San Francisco as a very international, very dynamic, very diverse, and very fun. But people can never believe that it's a place called Hunters Point. It's like a city within a city, a nation within a nation, and the place is very poor. It is the poorest area in San Francisco. And it is unbelievable. A homicide there and there's drug deal in the area.
My husband has lived in San Francisco for 31 years, and he has never been in this district before.
Like my husband, who lived in San Francisco area, Bay Area for a long time, he's never been visiting the area. You have no reason to go over there.
The things that go on in the neighborhood of Hunters Point are things that kids should not experience. Drug dealing, prostitution, gang-related violence, and all of that nature. So, well, there's different meanings for the boarded up windows. Either the police have warrants for these houses to go in and raid the house. So after raiding the house, they tear down walls and they search for things. So in that case, police have learned that the only way possible is to board up the windows and the doors so no one has access to enter.
I've lived here for the past 6 years, and you don't see children being children anymore.
And one kid asked me, Tzu Chi, are you scared? And I look at that boy, I said, a little bit, I said, don't be scared. You just need to, drop and cover, and you're fine.
Recently, near the school, there was a shooting at the bus stop where 2 people were injured, 1 fatally shot, both around the ages of 18. It was a drive-by shooting.
So I work with 7 schools, a Bret Hart Elementary School. They're Dr. George Washington Carver, Dr. Charles Drew, Malcolm X, Paul Revere, and El Dorado. Thurgood Marshall High School, and part of my job is to find wonderful partners to partner with us to help meet some of the needs that we have at our various school sites.
A lot of times we will see the people getting together from the community, and you have police, armed police in every single corner. But once you leave the school, the community is not as safe as we think of. And they're trying to protect you, but they say, hey, go before 6.
A lot of the volunteers thought about how it's not safe to be here.
But the more dangerous a place is, the more important that it is we come here to help.
But I noticed that since Tzu Chi's been a part of Malcolm X, our children are more likely to go outside and play.
Malcolm X School is, again, located here in the Bayview Hunters Point area. About 100 students. They have a lot of needs.
The only hope that we have is we start from those young kids in elementary school. Tuesdays, we are doing mentoring and math tutoring, and after school, we're doing environment education and Mandarin education. And Thursday is the same thing. And Friday, we do a computer EPGY math tutoring and also teacher appreciation lunch and also mentoring.
I'd rather come to work with courage and determination. If they work harder, that they can move out of this type of environment.
Because I grew up in a very poor environment, I realize how these kids really need good care growing up so they can get out of the vicious cycle. Education for the children is very important, so we hope the Happy Campus program and our care will help educate them and get them out of poverty. So I was very dedicated to the project.
There's no cell phone connection once you go inside. We realized that we are doing 8 hours at most at school, but they have another 16 hours outside of schools.
From the Happy Campus project, we found that many children don't have food and furniture at home.
So we have been wanting to reach out to the families, and we talk to after-school officials, and they all say that it's really hard for them to go above and beyond to visit the home. And fundamentally, they finally told me that it's really unsafe for them.
From the various activities that Tzu Chi participated in our community, the community at large began to recognize them, and that with this relational trust, then they were able to even enter homes now and work along with families.
So under the unified and common umbrella of love, so we went together with the social worker and the kids, and it's the beginning of our Happy Family program. The area that we Happy Family programs focus on is in, the name is Alice Griffith in Hunters Point.
So where we are today is one of the public housing communities in the Eastern Bayview area. There are approximately 200 families living here. The Housing Authority provides that, but there are things such as the furniture that turns your house into a home.
So we opened the door and there was no doorknob, and we walk in and we realized it's only a TV and without any furniture. And it's really no furniture. Some of the kids, they have never slept on the bed. Tzu Chi's philosophy that is recycle, reduce, and reuse. Then we decided to explore the idea of getting free furniture from Craigslist. We would go after a free furniture section on Craigslist every Friday, because we know that Friday is the day people give out free furniture. And we had great success. Even sellers, they want to sell their furniture, we can convince them to donate it to Tzu Chi for those homeless family.
And one of the things is they follow through on what they say they're going to do. And that's very important to children and to a community that have been promised things that often don't happen.
As the saying goes, another man's trash is another man's treasure. And as part of her team's effort to revitalize families in the Hunters Point area, Roxanne showed us a sneak peek of her Craigslist connections. However, not having furniture isn't the only pitfall in these families' homes. Going back to Sarah Nafisi's study, income per capita was less than $15,000, not even half of the minimum of $34,000 for San Francisco at large. As a result, earning and consequently being able to afford less is another factor that influences far more than just home goods in the Bayview Hunters Point area. Specifically, this is reflected in the quality, variety, and freshness of food. So let's join Roxanne and her team again as they deliver their Craigslist finds and offer temporary nourishment that many of the families they work with struggle to provide on a daily basis.
Hey, it's the peanut butter.
One family we call King's family, and they have 4 kids at school, and they're all perfect attendance students. So we have been working with the family for a long time, and that was the first family we visited.
At that point in time, they didn't have anything, and they were wiped out totally.
他们这些小孩子都不睡床。
These children don't sleep on beds. They don't even know what a bed is. When we asked them what beds they need, they were adorable and asked for bunk beds. So we found 3 bunk beds for them from the internet. They were really excited the first time sleeping on a bed. They were jumping up and down, having fun.
睡床嘛，然后那个床2层的话，他们可以在那边跳来跳去啊，他们觉得很好玩。
Furniture delivery has really brought Tzu Chi and the family closer and together. We became part of the family. To see a happy place, make sure you.
Environment around here, because it's not good. Too much things going on. There's a lot of crime going on around here right now. So when they outside, I try to sit outside with them. So, you know, but when it's time to come in, it's time to come in. You know, people shooting, it's crazy. You know, and I don't want my kids to be involved, but as long as I sit out on the porch, like I said, I got my daughter. I have a daughter named Alexandria, Letitia, Carolyn, Daniel, Danny, Dion, and Danielle. Different attitudes, and I don't want this, and I ain't eating this. Now, Dion don't eat meat. I don't know what to do about him not eating no meat. It's funny though, but it's real bad.
My turn. I'm not bad. I'm not bad.
Okay.
It's my turn.
How is your turn? You keep coming interrupting. Excuse you.
Hello?
Hello?
Excuse you?
Yeah, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, Lord. That's a lot of energy.
那个他们放学后
After school hours, we visited their family, and we do home visits on Saturday and Sunday too, so we can give them comprehensive care to the
到
children.
小孩子。
你看，他把它关起来，你先不要进来。You didn't come to our summer camp for Chinatown. I missed you.
They said they are very hungry.
Nobody's home. That watermelon we can do. 太晚没有。
It was too late for school, so she didn't go. She was shocked when she saw me and locked the door.
家，这是 King 的家。对啊。这是上次我们给他的。
This is the food Tzu Chi gave them last time. The food from last week was gone. Now they are out of food.
Fried chicken 呢 ，Kentucky Fried Chicken， 他们常常吃 Kentucky Fried Chicken 是最。
They eat fast food a lot because it's the cheapest.
好，拿过去好了。And a lot of times that we have free stuff from food bank, and we would just package them and go in the home visit. Come here, enjoy your lunch. Come on, Karen, turn off the TV, please. So we had the watermelon, we have instant noodle, and we got from food bank. So our volunteers prepare the lunch for this little girl. And soon enough, there's another little girl joining her, saying that she was hungry. So right now that I brought you more. So when you are hungry, just heat it up and eat it. Okay? I don't want to see you. 他父母不在，让我们进来，我们煮东西给他。Is it still?
Because they both sick. It doesn't look like it. My mom has Lucas and my dad has heart problems. And yeah, she forgot to, she said she was gonna cook, but she forgot to start cooking and she didn't call school today, which was kind of odd because she always calls the school and let them know. I don't know why. I just barely even eat because like I'm trying to keep my body right and healthy.
Okay. So it turned out to be a very a nice lunch together with 2 hungry girls and Tzu Chi volunteers.
They come over to my house. They make me so happy.
再见。再见。再见。 Daddy，小朋友再见。
My name is Kimani. I go to.
Hey, Juliana.
Say hi to the camera. Say hi.
Trillian and Kamaya, they are newcomer to Malcolm X.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. How old is she there?
最有印象
My most memorable case was a mother with 3 children.
3个小孩子，
And I asked him, Trillian, so what did you do with Thanksgiving? I slept in the truck, and my holiday sucked.
We were homeless for 2 weeks before we moved here, and the Tzu Chi Foundation helped me. We have a table to eat at, and I appreciate that because my kids don't have to sit on the floor and eat like an animal. So.
所以呢，刚好那一天是那个 Christmas。
It was Christmas Eve. I remembered how when I was a kid and we had nothing for the festive
是
holidays.
过年过节，家里什么
I remember how it felt.
我的感觉是怎么样？那我就跟
So I told my family, I have to do this. This will leave a good memory for the children
就是有个很好的
to know that somebody cares about them on Christmas Eve.
衣服的时候，有一群人还关心到我。
朋友是个好朋友。Good for you. So proud of you. Clap for him.
Keep going forward with the program that you guys are doing.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, it says happy 9th birthday, Trillian.
Can we get a slice? Can we get
Love, Mama.
Another family in Alice Griffith it's a Samoan family, and it's a widow with 7 kids. So the morning that's our typical furniture delivery cycle. We have our volunteers and the truck ready, and then we pick up the furniture and pick up a couch and the bed, and then we went over to Fellow's house.
Who is it?
Hi, Bella.
Oh, hi.
Foundation.
Oh, hello.
Thank you.
You look familiar.
I know, because we help out with the school.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Come in.
Okay,
Come
so
in.
we got some furniture for you.
Oh, wow.
So
Thank you.
Her kids and herself are very anxious. And it was really touching because you were able to get something that's already been abandoned to a family who really would need this furniture.
So I couldn't even afford a couch. I have 7 kids, and also I'm a widow. And there you go. Now I got new furniture, and I'm so happy that you guys came and be a part of my life with my kids.
Uh-oh. Wow, look at that.
Oh, good. Now
Now you can. Amen.
I know, it's in this one.
So there you go. It's in.
Put it down.
Yeah, just open it.
Look at that.
Whoa, look at that. Awesome. Look. Joe, you're on the camera. Look.
And then so there's a happy ending, and the Fellows family was so happy, and they were just sitting in the couch, pulling out that sleeping bed and saying, "Oh my God!" Then not only we have a couch, we have a bed.
What you guys did today, it put a lot of joy in my heart. And thank you for appreciate everything that you guys done for me and my kids, because I'm a widow, Like I say, who am I? You guys came out here and bring love to my family, to my kids.
And she turned around and asked our volunteer, and she said, "How many members do you have?" We said, "We have 10 million.
That's it.
Thank you. Welcome to Tzu Chi family.
Yes.
Your mom is our member. We have 10 million members.
10 million members.
You are
10 million and one.
And she was so happy. She said, "That's my $5, and I am the 10 million and one." So she, in fact, is very given. She knows that today I'm helped, tomorrow I will help others.
The community needs this great organization.
It's been an inspiration for the families that I know that have come in contact with Tzu Chi.
You like me, Tzu Chi? We just met.
It's very genuine, and I think that the children and the families have been blessed by this relationship.
And I appreciate you guys coming by, doing the things y'all do with my kids. I really am. Helping me out a little bit, because I do need some help.
I look forward to seeing you guys more in the future, when my kids make it to college.
You can tell they're genuinely kind-hearted, and they're doing it from their heart. And they're doing it for the children and for the families and for the community, so.
And they don't want anything in return. They just want to give you love. And I think that in a more substantive way is the biggest impact.
18 bars for you, only for you, okay?
Okay.
Slowly,
Slowly, be careful, okay?
Okay. Keep us going is that the kind of joy and happiness you see from those students was just unbelievable. They would come to school and they would say, Tzu Chi, I have a bed, I have a bed, and I have a bed.
Even though the violence that goes on, they know when they come here at Malcolm X and they see the people in the blue and white, they know they're safe. And that, especially the kindergartners too, they go, oh, that's Tzu Chi, that's Tzu Chi. They know by the uniform that those are good people.
One kid would come to me and then ask me that, Tzu Chi, why do you love me? Because they feel that they're being loved unconditionally from an outsider.
Like, this is my sister.
This is my sister.
Yeah.
One father coming to me saying that in tears that I really want to be good. I don't know how. But a lot of people are telling me it's dangerous to be in Hunter's Point. And that's the moment he burst into tears. And then he said to me that, please don't leave my children behind. You love our children so much, we would never harm you. So right now that, that we are doing from happy campus, happy family, and it's a happy community, and it's a happy society.
As Roxanne and her team of volunteers work hard to make their mark on community members and young children in the area especially, there still remains a lot to be done. What's more, urban studies analyst Sarah Nafisi raises an important question in her study of Hunters Point. Who is the future of San Francisco? It's clear that the children we saw today reflect the widespread vulnerability that endangers that very future for Hunters Point. And given the obstacles presented, that material donations are only the stepping stones in generating long-term change. And that's exactly where Tzu Chi's value for character education steps in. Tune in next week for when Roxanne and her team of Tzu Chi volunteers take the neighborhood's children out for the very first time on a trip through Chinatown and to visit the Tzu Chi Foundation. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dilbar Shatterson. Until then.